Welcome to the HR Happy Hour Work Break. Take two for a Wednesday.
Take two.
What happened?
I don't know that it's gone. The winds here sound like it's a tornado. No, I know it's not. But yeah, we're talking. All of a sudden, no internet. So.
Yeah, I did that whole move when on the Zoom or whatever service you're using, when person A freezes up, which you did,
yeah.
Person B, me, just kept talking in hopes that, eventually you'd come back. So I riffed for another 25, 30 seconds, and then it was kind of over. So take two. We're back, Trish.
We're back. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So you were just telling us what's up on your end. What are you doing today?
No, just a real busy planning for HR Tech Fall. I mentioned at the top of the former show, which is now no longer a show, but mark your calendars, Trish. That's all I'm going to say. September 28th through October 1st. It's going to be big time. So yeah, that's it. I've been super busy today. I'm glad we're taking a break though, a little earlier. I know you mentioned you're going to run out to a bowling competition here in a minute.
I am in just a little bit, but it's been, I keep waking up early. So I keep starting work at like 4 or 5 in the morning. So yeah, by today I'm actually.
You don't have to, we're not punching the time clock here. You're good.
Oh, but
I'm not checking up on it.
You're not checking up on me? No. Hey, I do have some exciting news. Do you like my glasses? See,
yes. I mean, how do you answer that? Yeah, of course I do.
Yes, you do. They're lovely. No, we've talked before about our experience getting glasses while we were in China on business. And for anyone who didn't kind of hear that story, the short version is there are literally optometrists and ophthalmologists everywhere in these little tiny alleyways. And
to be fair, we did not actually check their full medical credentials, but go on.
Well, I will say this, that I got bifocal glasses made. Now, we were there at the very end of the day. We were there with Stacey Harris and a couple other people. And anyway, we all got eye exams, which were very high tech. And typically they give you your glasses for, it's like $99 in 15 minutes. And so ours showed up the next morning, first thing, $99. And they were the best glasses. I could see perfectly. Long story short, I sat on them at some point and broke the frames. So I tried to get glasses here, insurance and everything.
You try to cash in that Chinese market stall warranty. That's tough.
Right. Honestly. Well, listen to this though. So I buy some here. They were with insurance, $500. It's ridiculous for bifocals, the whole thing. So
yeah, cutting out the middleman, I think, right?
Well, a couple weeks ago, I thought, you know what, I'm going to find a place online and order and just see, because it's not that much money. I'm going to just see if it's worth it. So I pull out the old prescription that I got in China. I had to teach myself, I had to go online and research how to actually read an eyeglasses prescription to put it into the system. And the name of the company, I'm going to shout them out because these are absolutely amazing. They're so lightweight. They are perfect. I can see perfect. And it's called FirmOO, like two little O's, like eyeglasses. FIRMOO.com.
All right, cool.
$73 for progressive bifocals, scratch resistant, the whole thing. Like, you can't get that here. You cannot get that here. And it was buy one. When I got them, it was buy one, get one half off. So I got a second pair just like them because I wasn't being creative. I just wanted glasses. But right now, I did check. They have buy one, get one free. And they start as low as $19, depending on your prescription. So again, I have bifocals, no line bifocals that were $73, but there you go. That's my money saving tip of the year.
All right, I like it. So Trish, I have an item I want to get to because it'll decline rapidly in its relevance because it's a newsy kind of thing. I meant to get to this yesterday and I didn't. Trish, President Biden's dogs, you may have heard about this, have been relocated back to Delaware from the White House due to a quote unquote biting incident.
No.
Trish, in your career in HR, honestly, your legendary career in HR, my question to you is this: did you ever have to write up an employee due to a biting incident? I feel like you maybe ran across that some point along the way.
I did not have a biting incident, but I had an incident where a man who was not supposed to be driving a forklift decided he was going to drive a forklift.
They are fun. I could see that. That's not maybe a problem, but go ahead.
Works up with a pallet on it, and he ran into the wall, and it jammed the pallet back into his face, and he knocked out almost every tooth in his head.
Wow. I got to think that might have been a flaw in forklift design. Don't they usually have like a metal cab or a frame around the driver or the operator of the forklift? I've not seen a forklift in person in a little while, I must admit.
It wasn't even a large one. It was for indoor use only. And he, as it turns out, so when he showed up, because he had to show up to where I was to, I said, "Do you need an ambulance?" "No, I'm fine. I'm coming in." And I'm thinking like, okay. He comes in. I didn't realize he had knocked almost every tooth. No, I'm not even exaggerating. Like they're the few that were left are hanging. He's bleeding. It's blood all over his shirt. He had no idea. And I'm like, "Sir, what are you on? We're going to have to drug test you anyway. What is going on? Let me call 911 for you. What's happening?" He goes, "I'm on."
Was he wearing a pair of like Chinese knockoff glasses that maybe impeded his eyesight? Could that have been it?
"Oh,
Okay.
don't make fun of my glasses. They're really great." No, it turns out he had the best story. He's like, "Well, he admits, he goes, "I'm on something." And I'm like, "Okay, what are you on? Because I'm going to have to tell the paramedic."
Wow. Usually, your personal injury type lawyers usually advise you not to admit that right away, that I'm on something.
He did. And he tells me, he goes, "I'm on Novocaine." And I'm like, "You are not on Novocaine. Like, that's not even possible." I'm like, "Are you
Wait,
on?"
he had just come from the dentist and then ironically knocked out all his own teeth? That would be a great story. That's the way I tell the story, even if that's not true.
It is not true. And
Oh.
I go, "Sir, I think you're on cocaine." He goes, "Yeah, cocaine. That's what I'm on." And I was like, he had no idea. He couldn't feel a thing. He was so high that knocked out like
Wow.
almost every front tooth. I mean, his molars, I'm sure, were fine in there somewhere if he had them. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a biting story, but it's a mouth story.
Well, that's a good story, Trish. That's why I pitched this little item to you. I wanted a good HR story, tales from the HR crypt kind of story, and you came through. You did. That was a good story.
One a week at least, because I have some doozies. I mean, like they're
just way back in the early days of the HR Happy Hour show, Trish, we did a couple of HR horror stories shows where people would call in and God, I remember the worst story involved like inappropriate contact, and the woman who told the story. This is when we did the show live on the air, right? She told the story, and it was just like I was just rendered speechless. I was so shocked by it, and that might have been that might have been the show that pushed me over the edge too of live shows. We're not doing them anymore.
Really?
But, yeah.
No, they don't really tell you that. If you are studying to be in human resources, they don't really tell you about like how bad it's gonna. I mean, there's textbook stories, but like it's always way worse. And I think if you're someone who didn't study to be in HR, but maybe you're in another field and you've moved into HR, you certainly don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah. I'm not sure that one's in the book. Trish, one more from me on my never-ending source of amusement, Trish. I talk about it a lot on the show. Headlines from the publication, the website Men's Health, Trish.
I love it.
I usually mock them for their headlines like, "Here, see what happened to this guy who did 900 push-ups a day for 4 months." Those are in heavy rotation, but this one was even better just for the sheer stupidity of it. Trish, the headline is "The 40 Best Neck Tattoo Ideas for Men in 2021. This is the article. The 40 best, Trish. Unless you are a hip hop star or a professional soccer player, probably playing in Europe, the neck tattoo is a bad decision. I'm sorry. I'm coming down on that. I'm being a little judgy.
Is it? I don't know. We're now
judging a little.
We're getting into being the older workers in the workforce.
If you're going to the neck tattoo card, you better have a lot of the rest of your life worked out. Really, really kind of running straight and feeling good. And the thing is, I think most of the people who get the neck tattoo is a clear indication you don't have a lot of anything going in the right direction, and you're making your bad decision meter is escalating. So thank you, Men's Health, though. You're awesome.
All right. Well, there you go.
With that, Trish,
I have a follow-up question, though. You mentioned Biden's dogs biting. So do we know who they bit? I'm just curious.
It was a member of the security team, apparently, and it wasn't really not a dangerous bite. What I had heard was the dog got startled and kind of nipped at the guy or the woman. I don't know if it was a man or a woman who got bit. and the dog's been a little skittish. This is the younger dog of the two dogs. There's an older dog and a younger dog, and the younger dog's just been a little skittish about the move. And apparently that is a big deal when a dog is moved, or when a family moves that has a dog. Sometimes the dogs can have a real hard time adjusting. And the story I heard was that it's a really significant adjustment to the dog's life. Just mainly was lots more people around that the dog doesn't know. And that's what's making him skittish, according to the story I read.
Well, yeah, because it's protecting them, right?
Could be. Or maybe it didn't, hey, if I were a dog, a big German Shepherd like that dog is, I'd occasionally bite people just to let them know I could do it. Just to let them know, like, hey, I'm the one here who's a little bit dangerous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a dog can't get a neck tattoo. That's maybe why some of the neck tattoos come out and make you wonder about that person. Like, what's up with that guy? If he's willing to get a neck tattoo,
Steve,
he's willing to try a lot of things that I'm not sure I want to be involved in.
I've got an idea. You need a neck tattoo of a German Shepherd.
I wonder if that was one of the 40 ideas. I'm gonna have to read the article now.
Read the article. That's my idea. There you go. It's my contribution to neck tattoos today.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Trish, let's get out of here. Go watch some bowling. Good luck.
All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everyone. Please, thanks for hanging with us and checking back in. We'll catch you here tomorrow.
Bye for now.